Now the moment we've all been waiting for.
I am Nate Riggle, and you are listening to The Way of the Bonfire. Hey, what's going on, my friends? You don't know how happy it makes me that you're listening to this. It is fuel to my fire. Not for some, for some sort of a selfish reason, maybe a little bit of that, but it means a lot to me that I'm saying stuff and it's not just going out into the void. And I believe that words can change trajectories and change the world. So thank you for listening, and thank you for letting some of it affect you. I hope you're spreading this and magnifying it out into the world, because that's the number one mission of what I'm trying to do here. I have a quote for you today. It's learn to let go from the get-go. Fancy, huh? Sketchy. Let go from the get-go. How long have you held on to stuff that you didn't even need to hold on to? How often have you been defensive? Be honest with yourself. I only say this from experience. It's the number one thing I learned this last year. It's not about pretend you're not feeling something. Pretend you don't feel wronged. It's not about ignore your emotions, stuff it down, don't say anything. It's about release this thing that is trying to ensnare you. And it's the only thing that's poisoning you is your grip on it. Whether it's something someone said, whether it's the way you're being treated that feels not unfair, whether it's this traumatic experience that you've had where you just felt embarrassed. And yeah, go to therapy, figure out what you need to do to process all that. That's not my place. My place is to say, I've been doing this for myself. And I have employed all sorts of sources and experts and books and all sorts of things to see, is there other stuff that's holding me back? And it all kind of comes back to, I just hadn't let go of certain things. I thought I did. I pretended to, but I hadn't released it. And it was blinding me and causing bitterness and making me want to settle the score secretly. And it became this habit of keeping my hands up in front of my face so that nobody can ever do anything wrong to me. Wanting to protect any possibility and eliminate any sort of potential harm to my psyche and my soul and my feelings and my self-concept and how my life's set up and what I thought I think I deserve or whatever it is at any given time. I'm not taking crap from anybody. I'm not going to allow this injustice to happen. I'm going to cut it off at the knees before it can even become what I thought it might become. And then I did this experiment. I just started releasing it all. Just saying, you know what? Why am I still assigning that as my default reaction? What if I just said, you know what? I'm going to let this go right now. And it's like you're looking up into the sky again for the first time when you haven't. And it's like, wow, I can run, I can fly. That's what it feels like. Forgiveness and releasing these sort of things is more freeing for you than anybody you're forgiving. So go out there, let it go from the get-go. It's not a phrase that applies to literally every single thing in the world. I get that. But give this a shot. I think you'll love it. Go get Hey, thanks for listening to this episode. I love the chance to make your day better in some way, whether that ends up being just a quick reset that you needed to change things up, or even just a laugh or some fresh perspective. If you're getting value out of it, can you please do me a favor and share it with someone else? Because as more people find and listen to the show, I'm able to bring more good stuff more often. It is the fuel to the bonfire. Also, I'd love to hear your feedback and any thoughts or ideas or questions you have so we can be more connected and make the show even better with your input and your inspiration. The quickest way to do that is to send a message to my Instagram handle at wayofthebonfire, which is also included in the show notes. And if you just want to avoid accidentally scrolling on social media, you can send me an email at nate@wayofthebonfire.com. And you know it, but make sure you click that follow button so you can catch new episodes as soon as they're available. Keep tending the bonfire, and we'll see you on the next one.